The faithful, provocative, and wickedly funny theatrical adaptation of C.S. Lewis's novel about spiritual warfare from a demon's point of view comes to the Peace Center. And here to tell us more about this captivating experience is actor and playwright Max McLean. How are you, Max?
Very good. Looking forward to coming back to Greenville.
With a story to tell. Really, I've never seen such a production brought to life like this. So what is Screwtape Letters about for our viewers who are not quite familiar?
Well, it's written by C.S. Lewis. It's actually the book that really put him on the map in America. It is a book, as you introduced it, it's a book about spiritual warfare from a demon's point of view.
So if I'm going to buy a ticket to come see this, Max, do I need to be somebody with faith? Is it for maybe who's someone faith curious?
Well, Lewis was an adult convert to Christianity, and so in exploring his own faith, he was looking at his battles with temptation. He was very transparent about it, and so he just kind of looked at what was going on internally in his life that he could write about and encourage people with, and so he was incredibly transparent, and because of that. It was a huge success in Great Britain when it was first published in I believe it was 1941, I believe it was. Had 9 printings almost in its first year, and then immediately became a big hit in America.
So taking such a legendary book and making it
Yeah.
ready for stage, what's that transition like?
Well, it is challenging because I don't think Lewis wrote it for the stage, but at heart, the Screwtape Letters is a predator-prey story. Screwtape is the predator, and this unsuspecting human on Earth is the prey. And so, what the play follows is the arc of the play is, will the predator finally get its prey?
Well, in anyone's life, they can relate to this. Something's always fighting for our attention. So throughout the play, how do you see that come to life?
Yeah, well, there's 2 basic story arcs in it. There's the patient, which is the object of Screwtape's attack. It's very interesting that he calls him the patient, because you and I think of a patient of someone in need of healing. In Screwtape's world, a patient is someone in need of corruption, of damnation. So that's his objective. And also in his world, human souls are nourishment for demons. So what we have is we have this unsuspecting human on Earth, the patient, who begins the story as probably indifferent to spiritual matters. And yet, through a course of events within the play, he dies in a state of grace, and this is in spite of all the efforts of Screwtape to ruin him. So that's one story arc that we propel throughout the play. The second story arc, the more dramatic one, is what happens to Screwtape, who begins the story as this master of the universe character, loves the way he looks, loves the way he talks, loves the way he dresses, smartest guy in the room. He's pure pride. And by the end of the play, he is a defeated devil. And so those are the 2 story arcs we follow.
Very interesting. Starting off indifferent to something, you might fall for everything, which is a quote we've heard kind of our whole lives. And this is not just the end for you, Max, maybe turning this into a film. Can you share some updates on that with us?
Yeah, that's something really new. We're partnering with the C.S. Lewis Company, who manages the estate of C.S. Lewis, all the books and film properties, and we have negotiated an agreement with them to begin developing this story into a feature film. Currently, at the moment, we are looking for established writers to begin giving us their pitches. And so we're early in the process because, like I said, we just got the rights recently. It's never been made into a film. It's been tried multiple times, but never succeeded.
Well, with a story like this, you're going to want to have the perfect cast, and that's behind the scenes and
Yeah.
also on stage. Well, Max, we cannot wait for you guys to come to Greenville. Thank you for your time today.
Delighted.
All right, we'll catch up with you next time, and you guys can get your tickets to the Screwtape Letters that's coming to the Peace Center this summer. Shows will be available July 16th through the 20th, and we're going to put a link for tickets on accesscarolina.com after the show.